we are starting with goal setting. I've sent an Excel sheet to the platform. Everything there may not apply to you, but majority will apply to you. So goal setting. We've been talking about goal setting. You must have heard a lot of things and whatever it is, but I just want to tell you a few things before we go into what I call the workshop of goal setting. A goal, when you say goal setting, we are setting a goal. What is a goal? A goal is a desired result, or call it a desired outcome, which you as an individual, a business, a group, or an organization set to achieve. A goal is a desired result or an outcome which you as an individual, a group, a business, or an organization can set out to achieve. And a goal is always set one within a specific time. A goal is always set within a specific time under what you call a certain goal setting framework. A goal is always specific on timing, specific on goal framework. A goal will provide you direction and focus. A goal will provide you direction and focus. A goal will serve you as a target to work towards. A goal is like, call it a goal post. I think that is where it actually came from. It's a goal post which you direct your efforts, you go towards it. Goals vary in scope and complexity. Depending on if you as an individual, your goal may not be the same like that of a business. It may not if you're an organization or a group. So a goal differs. But in all, whether it is an individual goal, whether it is a business goal, a corporate goal, it is still within the same framework. One, it is time bound and it follows the goal setting framework. Your goal is a function of where you are in the journey of life. In other words, a goal is existential. A goal is an ongoing process. Somebody who is a student, if you are setting up a goal as a student, your target will be how to get a good result out of your school, out of your studies. After that goal has been achieved, maybe you talk of getting a gainful employment or setting up a business. In your young age, marriage could be a goal. Building a family could be a goal. A goal is never, like I said, it's always time bound. So that brings me to the fact that goals generally falls into different categories. You can have a short-term goal, which could be in days, it could be in weeks, or even in months. A medium-term goal, which could also be in months, in weeks, and even 1 or 2 years. Then a long-term goal, which is usually longer than your short and your medium. But basically, the framework is also the same thing. The thing about the long-term goal is that you need what you call a sustained effort. In other words, you don't touch it today and go tomorrow. It needs some element of consistency. You keep working on it consistently over a time. So while a short-term goal could be something you get over within a week, within a month, a medium term within a year, but long-term goal is something you do consistently for over a long period. That is what we are talking about, goal setting. So we are talking of 2025 now. So our goal for 2025 between you and me is it falls within what you call a short-term goal and marks a medium-term goal because it's about 12 months. The key thing about goal setting, which I want you to know today, goal setting is about your mindset. Goal setting is about your mindset. So when you say you are setting a goal, you are actually propping up your mindset. You are defining your mindset. You are defining and propelling your mindset in a particular direction. So when we say a goal setting, we are also talking of your mind setting. I said a goal without a plan is just a wish. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Or a goal with a plan without execution, I call it hallucination. A goal without a plan is just a wish. A goal with a plan but without execution is hallucination. So execution is key when you set a goal. And the act of executing is a mindset thing. Goals are not meant for decoration. You know, when you set your goal, maybe you put it on your dashboard, you put it on your planner, you put it on your calendar. It's not to decorate your office. It's not to decorate your house. Goals are meant for execution. So don't ever set a goal if you are not ready to execute. I said that goal is about mindset. What is this mindset we are talking about? A mindset is about our attitude. It's about our behavior. It's about our action. And when you have your attitude, your behavior, and your action, it results in success. So when you are setting a goal, you factor in one, your attitude, which is talking about your behavior. Your behavior, which is talking about planning and doing things orderly. And the process of execution, which is your taking action. So your mindset to set goals must be a mindset of having the right attitude. Attitude talk about habits. You develop positive habits. Your behavior talks about your time management, and you take action. Once you do that in goal setting, you are successful. So you cannot talk of goal setting without setting your mind, or what you call mindset. I come again, your mindset is about your attitude, and attitude talks about your habits, the things you do and how you do them. Your behavior, how does your attitude translate into patterning out your planning your life and executing it. Your behavior is a sum total of your reaction to the things that you react to, and even the things you don't react to. And your attitude determines your reaction, which makes your behavior. If all your attitude and your behavior is well directed towards action, then you are ready for success. So if you must set goals in 2025, you must be sure that you have the right attitude, your right habits. You react and behave in the right way, in a planned manner, in an orderly manner, in a budgeted manner, and you take action, you execute. That is the mindset we should have for 2025. When I was defining goal setting, I said a goal is based on a framework. I say number one, a goal is time bound and it's based on a framework. And the framework for setting, look, let me start it now. Being specific is that you must give yourself time. Don't say I will do this, I will do this. Give a time frame. I think for anybody who has been attending the last 2-3 classes, this is easy for your pick. Then the second thing there is that you should set that your goal based on time, on a framework, on a specific framework, on a goal setting framework. And what is this goal setting framework? The goal setting framework is what I would call the smarter goal. I said that it used to be SMART, SMART, but in several books you will see it as SMART, in smaller. Everybody talks about SMART, but in the book I'm coming out with in leadership, I'm calling SMARTer. I have added ER. And what is this ER, or what is this framework? In other words, your goal setting must be in a framework of 1, specific, 2, measurable, 3, relevant, achievable. R is for relevant, T is for time bound. Your R is for expectation. I also call it ethical. Then that's for the E. E is expectation or ethical. I will explain them one by one. Then the R stands for resourcefulness, or what I call resources. I also call it reward. So depending on your own, which one you will choose to take. So in 2025, your goals must be time bound. Then it must follow the framework of SMARTer. Specific, I say number one, you should clearly define what you want to achieve. In other words, in 2025, you want it to be specific. In other words, what exactly do you want to achieve? You should avoid vague or what I call general statements. That's still under specific. You should clearly define what you want to achieve. You should not be vague, and you should not make a general statement. And lastly, identify specific objectives and outcomes. Objectives, you must say, this is what I want to achieve. This is exactly what I want to achieve. This is the outcome I'm expecting. So you are specific. Measurable. M. You must be able to quantify your goals with numbers or amounts. And I put it in bracket data. Data rules the world. The world is not about big data. So you must be able to put numbers. You must be able to put figures. Either in naira, in million, or in dollars, in million, or in billions. If it is in weight, it should be in kilogram. If it is production, it should be in volume. You must be able to define. So, and you are specific on the weight. Our young ladies in Akure must be able to say, or in Calabar, Uyo, must be able to say, I need to produce 5,000 tons of my yam flour, of my spices, daily, monthly. If it is 5,000 tons you want for the year, break it down into 12 months. So you have the target for the month. You are specific. You can measure yourself. Under measurable, I say you must be able to track progress and stay motivated. In other words, if you say you are going to do 1 ton in a month, you must break that 1 ton into 4 weeks. That's 250 kg per week. Divide it further to 5 days, 50 kg per week. You track it. So every day you do less than 50. you know you are underperforming. Wake up the next day to try and catch up so you can track your progress and you stay motivated and know that you are on course. Under measurable, I say you should use metric to evaluate your success. That's what I've just explained now. If you say you want to make 10 million in a month, then it means you want to do 2.5 million every week. It means you want to do 500,000, 2 million. What did I say now? 10 million a month, divide by 2.5 million a week. Oh, good, 500,000 a day in 5 days. So if it is 1 million, you are talking of 250 a week. Then in 4 weeks, you should be able to make it. A week, you now divide it, you are talking of 50,000. So that is the way. You use metrics to monitor. You track your progress and you quantify your success. That's why the M is there. The A is achievable. Achievable, number 1, I also put in bracket, agreed upon. In other words, if it is a business setup, you as many members on that that are in that team should agree. Production, we are talking of 5 tons a week now. Madam must bring together the production team, the raw material team, the purchasing team, the accounting team, and they all agree. So that the accounting team will know that, oh, every month I have to release also amount of money. The procurement will know that I have to procure, I have to go to the market and buy so raw material. The production will need all these things ready to produce. So there is an agreement on it. That's when it becomes easily achievable. So under achievable, I say in bracket, you can put agreed upon. If it is you as an individual, if it is a husband and wife, both agree that it is achievable and this is what you are going to do. Under achievable, you set realistic and actionable goals. You set those things, you set goals for them. Realistic and actionable. What do I mean by realistic? They are possible. All you need to do is to stretch yourself. They are done, they are doable. And you can action them. For instance, how can you say you want to produce 5 tons of flour, yam flour, if your account department is not ready to release the money, if your procurement are not ready to go to the market to go and buy, if the production will not bring it together and mill it and dry it and package. So you set actionable goals. All these are actionable things. Finance, generate the money. Procurement, procure the raw material. Production, produce. Marketing, sell it. These are actionable and realistic goals you set for each person. I say under achievable, you consider also your resources, your skills, and your limitation. Don't say you are going to do 5 tons of flour when you don't have the money to buy that flour. So you must consider your resources. And your resources include, even the person who will go to the market to go and buy it. The vehicle that will convey it. If you don't have a vehicle, you should be ready to pay for the truck. The skills. Don't carry money and give to somebody who is not good at pricing. You will go and waste your money. Then what are your limitations? You must also know your limitation. Either you don't have enough money, or you don't have the skilled personnel, or whatever it is. The last point I'm asking you to note under actionable is achievable is break down large goals into smaller manageable tasks. That's what I've just done now. We want to produce yam flour is a large goal, it's a big goal. Break it down into one, you need to buy the yam flour. You need to provide the money available. Then those who will mill it will mill it. Those who will do packaging will packaging. You break it down into different activities. That way, the large dream becomes achievable because you are broken into different tasks. The R stands for relevant. Relevant. I say align your goals with your values, your needs, and your priorities. Your goals must be in alignment with what you want to achieve in life. You must align them. You must also align with your values. What are your values? Are you a quality conscious person? Or all you want is anyhow? Buy plantain for me, whether it is overripe or ripe or not ripe. Only for you to get to the factory and realize that the ripe plantain cannot do the flour. It is unripe plantain they use in making flour. So your values, quality, time consciousness, your needs and your priorities. What are your priorities? Every human being, you must make adding value into anything you are doing as your priority. It is in the process of your adding value that money comes. But when we have a situation where we make money, profit as our priority, you get it wrong. You will start cutting corners, and at the end of the day, you will end up cutting yourself. And the profit you expect, you won't make it. The value you are supposed to add, you end up not adding it. You will come up with a substandard product. Under relevant, I said you should ensure your goals are meaningful and purposeful. There are goals that are meaningful, there are goals that are not meaningful. When the goal is not relevant to you succeeding in that thing, it's not meaningful. If it is not going to add value to you, it's not meaningful. Especially those in services, those who render services. Your timing is key. You must deliver your services. Under promise, over deliver. I always tell them this should be your own watchword. You are a sewing mistress, for instance, or you are a printer, for instance. A job that you know that you can deliver in 3 days. Don't promise 3 days. Give the person, I will do it in a week. Under promising. Then you over deliver. You promise to do it in 3 days, but surprisingly, you even deliver it before then. Under promise, over deliver. For those in services. And don't promise what you cannot do. It's meaningless. The last word I have there said, focus on goals that will have a significant impact. You have 2025, and for those of us who are coming late, look at the platform. I've sent an Excel there. And I've sent an Excel sheet. That's what we are going to work on. So focus on those things that when you are able to achieve them, you will achieve a significant impact in the year. For those who had the benefit of coming earlier, I told them that some of those goals that I've put there, or what the items I've lined up there, some may be relevant to you, some may not be relevant to you. But whoever you are, whatever your profession, whatever your age, most of those things will be relevant to you. So you choose the one that will be most relevant for impact. We are talking on the T now, time bound. Time bound. I say set specific deadlines or time frames for achieving your goals. For everything, every goal you are setting, you should attach a time to it. I will do it within a day. I will do it within an hour. I will do it within a week. I will do it within a month. I will do it in a quarter. I will do it in a year. Don't just leave it open. When you leave it open and you don't put time on it, that's when we begin to, as it were, we procrastinate. Tomorrow. And guys, do you know tomorrow never comes? Because we are talking now, that is a tomorrow. Tomorrow continue from January 1st, 2024 till 31st. And the tomorrow was 1st January 2025. So tomorrow is a continuum. There is nothing like tomorrow. For somebody who wants to set goals and be serious about it, may you never delay what you can do today for tomorrow, because tomorrow in the real sense does not exist. I say create a sense of urgency and focus. Create a sense of urgency and focus. It is necessary for you in 2025. Urgency is the sense that if I don't do it now, I may never do it. Urgency in the sense that if I don't do it today, tomorrow is not the appropriate date. Urgency is that if I don't do it today, I'm missing out because I have set a time frame. I'm working behind schedule. I'm working behind my time frame. Let there be urgency in whatever you do, and be focused, of course. You guys know how I always define my focus. I say face one course until successful. So when each one you pick up at that particular time, you focus on it. When you finish that task, you can move on to the next task. Don't be a jack of all trades and master of none. The last one I have other time bound. I say break down long-term goals into shorter time milestones. In other words, your yearly goal, for instance, or 2 years goal, or is a long-term goal. Don't say I will do it in 1 year. Break it down into shorter terms. Break it down into tasks, either on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, or on a quarterly basis. So the goal you are setting for 2025 now, don't just set it and say by December. No, there must be part of that goals or that task that you must accomplish by January ending. There should be some for February ending. You break them into smaller tasks and you action them in. I was saying somewhere, I say success is a journey. Success is not a destination. So if you are going to be successful in 2025, the journey starts. In fact, the journey started 4 days ago. You are already behind schedule. The journey started 4 days ago from 1st of January. So if on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, you do not take a step, today is already 5th. If you have missed 4 days, today you can still redeem it by going to take a step in that direction. I say create a sense of urgency and focus. Bring down long terms into shorter terms or milestones. The E I added, I told you don't find that in any book. The E stands for expectation, smarter. E, expectation.